Hey guys, welcome to Paradise on Pennies, the only channel on YouTube that will truly show you how to travel on a budget and enjoy life to the fullest.
Why would we want to listen to this guy?
Me and my wife have actually lived on the road for 4 years, and on average we spend about $4,000 to $8,000 a year. So today I'm going to talk about how we make that happen. Some of the tips might be a little extreme, but hey, you wanted to be on a budget, so here you go. Alright guys, let's not start off by shooting ourselves in the foot and going out and buying a $70,000 van. Let's buy something used that's in your price range that you can pay off as soon as possible, because nobody wants a $500 bill lingering every month to pay for this thing, and for how many years. Example, our little camper, around $1,000 used, but we didn't need any of the fancy luxuries, paid it off right away. Now, brand new, that would have cost you about $15,000 for a base model. Right there, you're saving about, well, $14,000. The best way to save money in this category is to, well, lower your demand as much as possible. And the best way to do that is to be off-grid.
Off-grid, you say? And how are you keeping your stuff charged so you can bring everyone these YouTube videos? You hip tree hugger?
Well, there's actually a lot of ways to charge your stuff when you're off-grid nowadays. Anywhere from something small to something major. You can get solar setups that are big, you can get generators that run off gas, but those are all going to be a little more spendy and more stressful, and also more money involved if something happens to them, or just to upkeep. So for us, what do we use? We have one simple, small little solar panel, and it charges all of our needs.
Where can I get me one of those?
I'll drop the link in the description if you're interested. Camping is one of those things that can really break a nomad's budget. We always have people telling us, oh, it's only $5 a night. Yeah, but if you're full-time, look at how much that adds up. So, we don't pay for camping. There's lots of BLM land and forest lands out there that you can go and hang out at. And, actually, most of the campgrounds we look at just look like mini suburbias anyways. I thought camping was supposed to be getting away from that. There's no need for heating and cooling. There's a reason they call it nomadic living. You can travel with the weather. Why would you want to spend summer in Phoenix and winter in Seattle when you can drive in between and get the nice weather the whole time?
I tell you why. Because gas ain't cheap.
Yes, it does use fuel, but actually, to drive from Phoenix to Seattle, it's only 1,400 miles. And let's say you're getting about like 17 miles per gallon. That means you're probably going to need about 82 gallons to get there, which at maybe $3 a gallon, it's only going to cost you about maybe $200 to get from Phoenix to Seattle. That's not very much. So I'm not sure what most people are spending on their bills for heating and cooling, but I'm guessing it's probably more than that. So it's actually cheaper to move with the weather.
So it saves you money, and it's good for the environment.
Plus, what's the point of traveling if you're not going to be able to enjoy outside if it's too hot or too cold all the time? So food and water are going to be in your budget no matter who you are or where you are. You're going to have to eat and drink, but it doesn't have to be as extreme as you think. For example, water. Water is all your body biologically needs, so that's all we drink. And it's free everywhere you go. You can fill up at parks, they usually have a pump or a fountain, and if you get one of these fancy 5-gallon jugs, you can fill up a lot at one time. Worst case scenario, you can go to the Culligan machine and get 5 gallons for $1. That's way cheaper than buying your 24-pack of water.
Again, saves me money, and good for that environment.
Now, if you want to drink anything besides water, that's where it gets spendy. If you want to drink your fancy Starbucks or your fancy coffees in the morning, that's spendy. If you want to drink your beer, that's spendy.
Hey, these guys trying to take our beer.
No. I'm not saying you can't have beer. I'm just saying if it's in your budget, you can have it. But it does get spendy really quick. So I'm not saying you can't have these things. I'm just saying treat your alcohol, your coffee, and your teas like treats, and only have them every once in a while.
Wait a minute, fella. You drink tea?
Well, I don't personally, but my wife does, but she forages it, and she also dehydrates it herself, so then it lasts a lot longer, so it's still free.
Ha! Gotcha, hippie boy. A dehydrator requires electricity. Thought you said you was off grid.
Well, she actually made her own solar dehydrator. You should check it out. Link's up there. So there's lots of ways to save money on the food side as well. The main one, just don't eat out all the time. It gets really expensive really quick. Just go to the grocery store and buy your food and cook your own meals. It's going to be way cheaper. Then when you're at the grocery store, just make sure you buy stuff that's on sale, buy stuff in bulk, buy a lot of dry goods that last a long time. And in our case, we pretty much make all of our foods based off of fruits and vegetables. That's definitely going to be cheapest, and it's going to be the healthiest for you.
What in peach peppers are you talking about? You really are one of those hippie tree huggers, aren't ya? You wanting us all to be vegetarians?
No, that's not what I'm saying. You can still eat meat, just eat less. The planet will thank you, and your body will thank you. It'll like the fruits and vegetables a lot more. Because, by the way, that meat you're eating, it's not as healthy as you think it is. But I don't have time to go into that today.
Again, saves me money and good for that environment.
But I'd say on average, we probably spend about $40 a week on food, and that's actually with 3 dogs included in that. So if you look at it that way, most people's one night out with 2 people is probably going to be about $40. So you're going to save a lot of money if you just start making your own food. Well, the cheapest way to actually have a fridge is to not have a fridge at all. So we don't. And we don't even carry around any propane, and we don't have a way to hook up to electricity. So it's the cheapest way possible.
What? First you take away my beer, now you expect me to drink it warm? How you keeping all those veggies cold, you hippie tree hugger?
Well, we actually don't. That's why I said to stock up on dry goods and vegetables. Vegetables last a long time without refrigeration. And on top of it, you don't even need to buy ice. So it's another money-saving spot. So where our fridge used to be, we actually just replaced it with styrofoam and plexiglass. And it seems to be working just fine. Now it's maintenance-free, you don't need to plug it in, and you don't need propane. It's zero cost. So we pretty much cook all of our meals on campfires as much as possible. But, you know, sometimes there's fire bans, so we did create ourselves like a little bio stove out of a coffee can so we can still cook outside and use wood. So that works out pretty well. But in the worst case scenarios, we do have a 2-burner stove that we can use inside.
Ha! Gotcha, hippie boy. You use the propane.
Alright, well you got me there. So we do spend money on a little bit of propane. So this section can definitely add up really quick if you're not watching. So make sure to get yourself some cheap hobbies.
Like hitting rocks.
Yes, like rock hounding. Rock hounding is a great hobby. You can do it anywhere in the world. Everywhere you go, you can rock hound. Plus, it's free. And you don't even have to be good at it in order to enjoy it. Like Mr. Prospector here.
The good ones is at the top.
And hiking and backpacking are basically free. And so is reading. And learning is never a waste of time. You should never stop learning. You never know what you'll find in a book. Hey, Mr. Prospector, you live pretty simple. Got anything else to add?
Yes. Get yourself a good old hound dog.
Huh. It's actually a really good idea, Mr. Prospector. Last time I checked, there's like 3 million of them in the pound every year that need to be saved.
Go save one.
Yeah, we actually got 3 dogs in our pack, and they're fantastic. They get to be your alarm clock, your security guard, your heater when it's cold, your garbage disposal, your dishwasher, your personal trainer. Man, the list goes on and on. They help a lot.
And they'll bring the teepee to you if you forget it.
So, actually, that's a funny story. So, I went to the bathroom one time and totally forgot to bring the toilet paper. But then, lo and behold, the dog shows up with the toilet paper strapped to its back. So, my wife must have known and sent the dog out to find me. And he did. So, as you see, traveling can be really cheap if you're willing to give up some luxuries. You can still have them, but just know that you're going to have to be working and giving up more of your free time to be paying for them. So, the choice is yours. I'll leave you guys with a few more tips on how to save money if those weren't enough for you. Thanks for watching, guys. Cut your own hair. Don't buy dog toys. Don't go to the gym. Exercise outside.
And you don't need to shower every day. You can just rinse off in a river, like I do.
Don't upgrade your stuff all the time. Learn to repair your own items.
And you don't need new clothes all the time. I've been wearing this since 1912. Actually, though, you just go to one of those fancy thrift stores and you can get yourself something you need. Also... Dang, puppy dog.
Make your own deodorant and toothpaste. Use the same soap for your laundry, your shower, and your dishes. Water down your soap. Buy reduced food. Plan ahead. Look for the cheapest gas in the area. Don't buy disposable kitchen supplies. Don't do your laundry every week.
Ha! This will replace that missing tooth. You don't need to go to no dentist. Plenty of hard rocks out there for the job.
Maybe scratch that last one. Don't wash your dishes every day. Change your own oil. Have only one car. Have only one cell phone.
And what are you waiting for? Go get yourself one of those dang puppy dogs and go for a hike already.